Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited about today's video because we all know I've been loving sharing my budget with me's every single month. I know my money content is a type of content that a lot of you come to my channel for and really enjoy because I try to be very honest and transparent and share my money situation, open up the conversation about finances and credit scores and investing and student loans and all the things. So I thought I would do a 2024 financial reset. I know it can sound kind of intimidating, but before you get scared off, don't worry. I am not a financial professional at all. I'm just a 24-year-old girl working for herself, living in Nashville, and trying to make the most of my income and my budget and sharing that with you guys. But let's break down what this financial reset is going to look like. So I've never done a video like this, but I just knew I wanted to set new goals for 2024, do a little audit. We'll make a little vision board that's finance, money specific. I want to share my recommendations for podcasts, books, tools, everything you need to kind of feel like you can get ahead with money in 2024. So I hope no matter where you are in your finance and money journey, I hope this video inspires you to do a 2024 financial reset because it is just so empowering to know where you stand in your budget with your money. I know it's scary. There are still some months where I don't want to look at my credit card statement. I'm like scared to open my bank account. I still get there, okay? That's why I'm trying to do these things now to prepare and get ready and to help my future self. Before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys about the book I've been reading for the past few months. It is a brand new book. It came out this fall. It is called Deeper Than Money, and it is from one of my favorite money podcasters too, Chloe Elise. She is in her late 20s, and the little subtitle is How I Went from a Broke Girl to a Millionaire Without Giving Up My Lifestyle. So it says ditch money, shame, build wealth, and feel confident AF. If you are looking for a money book that's really easy to get into, that's motivating and doesn't make you feel bad about spending money or bad about your previous money habits, this is it's an amazing book to start. This is probably my favorite money book I've ever read. I'm almost done with it. I have like a fourth of the way to go. I rented it from my local library. She just breaks it down so easily, and I'm even going to be sharing a little checklist from her later in the video from this book. The other book that I love that's surrounding money, that's very fun and witty, and that completely changed my mindset about money in early college is You Are a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. She originally wrote the book You Are a Badass, which is like a self-help empowerment book, and then she made this one about money, and it's all about like having an abundant mindset, and it's really great for money mindset. I would recommend this book if you want like nitty-gritty details about investments, credit scores, retirement funds, budgeting, and then You Are a Badass at Making Money, which I don't have because I think my dog chewed it up at one point. That book is like money mindset. So two recommendations there for you guys that I absolutely love. So now going into the first section of this reset, which is doing a little financial audit. Don't be scared at the word audit, okay? It's actually not as scary. So we're just gonna be taking a look at all the pieces that make up my money health, if you want to say, or my wellness, and taking an audit, seeing where I'm at, and then I can take those ideas to move forward and improve. So the first thing we are going to look at is your credit score. Don't be scared if you know nothing about credit scores. I went from knowing nothing to now I feel like I'm really equipped and really proud of my credit score. So a credit score is the craziest thing to me. Like when you first learn about it, whether that's in a finance class or on your own or through this video, it's like, what the heck? How are we all judged for all of our money habits with this one number that you have to get by borrowing money? So that's where this video's sponsor, Empower, comes in. So Empower is a money management app that works at making financial help accessible to everyone. And I'm really excited that they're today's sponsor because I actually first heard about them and used them in college as my budgeting app. But today I'm going to focus on a brand new tool, Empower Thrive, their new line of credit. Empower Thrive allows you to get a $250 line of credit that can grow up to $1,000 over time. What's amazing is they have flexible payment options, and so you can set up your account to automatically pay it back on your next full paycheck to receive 0% APR. And a 0% APR is so amazing for a line of credit. And if you don't know what APR means, it stands for annual percentage rate. All credit scores are welcome, and there's zero money down. And with every on-time payment, Empower Thrive wants to make sure you are being rewarded with regular limit increases, and reporting to the credit bureaus, which can then help you build a positive credit history. So they're really out here to help the people who've maybe made a money mistake in the past, but they've learned from it, and now they're ready to make better money moves heading into 2024. So you can use the link in my description box to apply for Thrive today and start building the credit history you deserve. And thank you so much to Empower for sponsoring this video. Now let's continue with the rest of my 2024 financial reset. So like I said, we're doing a little financial audit. So if you haven't checked your credit score at all or in a little while, check your credit score. The next thing I looked at was my debt ratio. So what debt do I still have? So I'm just gonna be really transparent with you guys in this video. I still have about $3,800 on student loans, and I pay monthly towards that. And then I have $16,000 still due on my car loan. So that's about $20,000 in debt. So I'm gonna make a note of that and set some goals to help combat that. Then I'm taking a look into my savings. This is where, guys, I need some work, and it's gonna be a big goal for me for 2024 because, again, gonna be honest with you, I only have $300 in my savings, okay? Some months this year, I had to pull from my emergency savings fund to cover basic things and needs. And you know, I'm not proud of it, but it just has to happen sometimes. And you know what? I'm gonna take note of that. And it's a goal of mine to then build up that savings again in 2024. So if you don't have a savings either, I know it's been hard for a lot of people right out of college and in college to have a savings account. It can seem really daunting, and I've fallen into the trap of just neglecting adding to that every month. But it's things are gonna change. Then lastly is if you have any investments. So I currently have a Roth IRA, which is like kind of like my retirement fund since I'm self-employed. And I'm not gonna get into all these things in this video because this video would be an hour long. I put $200 to my Roth IRA every month, which I'll get when I retire. So it's a long-term investment. And then I add $150 to an S&P 500 investment portfolio. So that is basically the top 500 companies. I have a small percentage of a share in those companies. And so this is more still a long-term investment. I've never taken my investment out, and I've had this for 2 or 3 years. I honestly don't even check that. So I need to check that and see how that's doing. It's probably not doing great just because of the economy and stocks. So that's why I just keep that money in there, and it's gonna grow over time. So now that we've done the audit, we can make our 2024 goals. So going down each one. So my 2024 money goals include keeping a healthy credit score. Like I said, I'm thankful and proud of my current credit score, and I just want to keep that consistent to where I've gotten it. So that's the goal number 1. Goal number 2 has to do with my debt. So I want to completely pay off my student loans, which is exactly $3,850. I currently pay $160 each month. That's just the minimum payment on my loans. But because this is my highest APR of about 14%, it's what I need to pay off first. So even though I owe more money on my car, I want to pay my student loans off first because the interest rate is higher. And this is where months when I make more money, yes, I can put it into savings, but I also want to make sure I'm putting a good chunk into my debt as well. The next goal that has to do with the debt is I want to pay off $6,000 of my car loan. So if I'm just paying the monthly payment on my car, I would be paying about $4,200 in total, but I want to pay more than just the minimum payment. So a few months out of the year, or if I get a big paycheck one month, I'm going to put more money towards the car as well and hopefully pay off $6,000. And then by next year, I'll only owe about $10,000. Okay, going on into my savings, I would love to go from having $300 in my savings account as of the beginning of 2024 to $4,000. I came up with the $4,000 because that would cover my basic needs of like gas, rent, utilities, and like 1 week of groceries for 2 months. So it's just my basic needs would be met at about $4,000 for 2 months. And you can come up with this number on your own. A lot of people say they want 3 months of living expenses. A lot of people are just like, I just need next month's rent to be in my emergency savings. So whatever that number is to you, maybe it's $10,000. Just come up with that number based on your goals, and we're going to work towards it. So that means I need to be saving. Oh, I haven't done this yet. 4,000 divided by 12. Whew. So that means on average, I need to be saving $333 a month and just putting that in my savings to acquire $4,000 by the end of the year. And then I wanted to make an income goal. I think it's so good to set goals with how much money you want to make. I know with the typical job, this may be a little bit harder because you have a set paycheck. I do not have a set paycheck every month. So I want to make an average of $5,000 a month, which would equal $60,000 in income before taxes. We'll see. I, of course, would love to make more, but I just wanted to make it realistic currently and have that be the average. As a self-employed person, some months I could make $8,000 a month. Some months I could make $2,000 a month. You just literally never know. And then I want to do like a 6-month audit again and kind of see if I need to change that. If I've been making $5,000 a month consistently, then I can raise it or whatever. So that is a perk of being self-employed. If you're not self-employed, maybe see if like you could ask for a raise at a certain point in the next year or have a side hustle, whatever it may be. Okay, and then my last goal is kind of broad, but I just want to spend in alignment each month. Chloe talks about this in the book a lot, about how to not feel guilty for spending money and how to spend in a way that feels in alignment, and then you'll never have that shame around spending either. And I really love that. So of course, I love spending money. I love buying things. I love making money, all of that. It's, to me, money, I've kind of come up with the mindset that it's like a game. I try to take emotions away from it, and to me, it's kind of like a challenge. Like, okay, each month when I make my budget with me videos, it's like a challenge of, can I stay within this budget? And if I don't, then I'm like, okay, let's figure out what went wrong and try again next month. I know money is so personal, it is so emotional, and it literally is what a lot of people think about constantly. So this may not work for you, it may not work for everyone, but for me, I try to have that more of like mindset of it's a game, it's a challenge every month. And believe me, I've had some months this year where I could not stop thinking about, you know, oh, I'm not making enough money at this time. I'm very worried, you know, about rent. Like, I want to be honest with you guys. I have had months this year that I felt like that and have been in tears about money, and it's very common. So if you're feeling that currently, know you're not alone. That is why I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive in my budgeting, and maybe aggressive is the wrong word. I'm just trying to be more mindful of my spending and where my money's going and the money I'm making, because this is my second year out of college, you know, paying for my life. And the first year was a bit of a struggle. This second year was a bit of a struggle. And so hopefully I'm going into this third year, and I hope that it's going to be a little bit less stressful. Okay, so let's take a little bit of break from these audits and goals, and let's have a little bit of fun making a money vision board. This is basically, can be whatever you want. You guys know I love making my goal vision boards, but I wanted to make one money specific. So it's gonna have to do with my goals. So I'm gonna literally like make a graphic of what I want my car loan to be by the end of the year, what I want my student loans to be, 0. Okay, so I'm gonna take screenshots from those websites and literally edit them to make graphics so that it looks like that. What I want my savings account to have, just so I can picture the money's there. And then we know with vision boards, like when you're able to visualize it and picture it, your subconscious realizes that it can happen, and then it's gonna work towards that goal. All right, so let's do that and have a little bit of fun. Like I am, or if you just want to put pictures of like your dream vacation that you pay for, or a dream car that you're going to buy cash, or your dream home or apartment, do whatever you want, but I think it's just, yeah, so fun to kind of set this up and have a money vision board. Okay, so the last thing I want to share with you guys is this future billionaire checklist, again, from this book. I'm living by this book now. I absolutely love it. And Chloe shares this, and I think it's a great way of looking at like big goals when it comes to your money one by one. So this is what she says, like, to start with, is to start by building a starter emergency fund. Okay, I'm trying to do that this year too. The next step, get employer retirement match if applicable. Doesn't work for me because I don't have an employer, but try to get your employer to match your retirement fund with how much you put in it if they're not doing that already. The next thing she says to do on the checklist is to pay off your highest interest debt, 10% and over. Again, I'm doing that by paying off my student loans first, which is a 14%. And then she says to begin or increase investing. So I have done that. Pay off debt and save for big purchases. In the next 5 years, by the time I'm 29, I would love to have my own condo or small house. So that's like a big purchase that's down the line. But it's something that, you know, I can have in my mind and be like, you know what, that's a big goal that I'm eventually going to be saving for. She put grow a big baller emergency fund. So that just means, you know, having an even bigger emergency fund, adding more to that. And then she says the last thing is to max out your retirement accounts and invest outside of retirement accounts. So get into that investing, ladies. It is so important. It is how you build wealth. It is how you build generational wealth. Investing is so good. I didn't talk about it a ton in this video because I'm still learning as well, but I'm doing my baby steps to get there. All right, and that is gonna be it for this 2024 financial reset. Let me know how you liked this video. If you did like it, make sure to check out my budget with me videos that I do every single month. Those I get really granular on how much I spend in every aspect of my life. My rent, my utilities, my gas, my shopping, my groceries. And if you need a little motivation every month to look at your budget, we can budget together. You can watch the video, do your budget, and not feel like it's such a daunting task. I understand. Literally this month I was like, I don't want to look at my credit card or my budget, but you have to do it, you know, and then you'll probably hopefully feel a little bit better afterwards. Thank you guys so much. Let me know if this video was helpful. Thank you again to Empower Thrive for sponsoring this video. Check that out if you feel like it is a good option for you and your money goals at this time. And I will see you guys in my next video. All of January, I'm doing a ton of amazing videos like this to help us get ready for the new year, get inspired, set goals, and just be our best selves. It's so cliche, but isn't that what we just want to be? I just want to be the best version of myself, and I try to do these little steps every day to get there. So thank you guys so much. I love you, and I hope you had an amazing new year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.